Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Against the Storm, where we are just about to start getting rid of this seal really seriously. You know, roughly an hour into the settlement, it's probably a good time to start thinking about the thing that we are very formally here to do. So, punching through into this glade and then into the the forbidden glade beyond. There's a forbidden glade over on the other side as well, although it's a lot more trees to get to it, which I'm a little nervous about because obviously that raises hostility a bunch. But yeah, we need to start finding some caches, getting things moving here. In theory, we should be able to build a fair number of tools. I know we don't have a ton of crystallized dew right now, but where did it all go, by the way? I mean, I know we built a bunch of houses, but didn't we have... I don't know. I thought we had more than that. Whatever. We can also buy metal from traders and stuff. Speaking of buying metal, where are we at on this? We are... Okay. Two points of gain from that and just about starting on our third. All right, what do we got here? We have... Okay, more large root nodes for our foragers camp. We got a large copperfin trout pond, some fertile soil, which is actually great news. Can start getting one of these going, which is rad. And these escaped convicts. Now, y'all know me. I tend to be on the persuade with the escaped convicts. I mean, first of all, you get a bunch of new villagers. But we do have the training gear delivery line. We have a whole lot of training gear right now. And it is 3/4 of a point of 3/4 of a point of reputation. And I wonder if we can afford to turn that down right now. Persuade is an empathy option, which is significant. It is also worth noting that Persuade doesn't cost us anything. Right? So while we are very close to the storm hitting, we also can just put 2 foxes on this, and the overlap between this and the storm will be quite minor. It's just as soon as the foxes get here, they'll start running it. The rewards are not spectacular outside of the villagers. I think I am going to run the arrest. I think that sucks as well, but I think I am going to do it. And it is worth noting, this has opened up 3 caches for us. So that is enough. We now have enough caches to clear the seal. So go ahead and get on it. We don't know what they did. Maybe it was really bad. I don't feel comfortable with that. We're definitely going to want some focus here. And do we have beavers doing stuff that doesn't need to be beavers? The tinker, it's good. No, I guess... Okay, I guess our crude workstation could be foxes, right? Let me let this... Alright, so hold on. Let me unequip you from here. Okay, make that all beavers so we get all the proficiency. And then probably we do want foxes working on that. Okay, we got one of our hearths. We got this hearth to level 2. This hearth is still pushing to level 3. Or sorry, this hearth is only level 1. It doesn't have enough people living next to it yet. We'll get there. Speaking of getting there, as much as it does suck, I think we got to clear out these trees. We got to just make more room for housing. Yep, and then we also got to build tools. These are all half caches, so 15. So between the 3 half caches and the this thing, we're already looking at 3 points of reputation gained from Glade events. And I don't remember whether we gained rep from the other events that we were looking at. I think this one, the River Kelpie, do you get reputation from it? I don't remember. Once we move on to the next part of the seal, my point is we'll have a pretty good head start on clearing the second level of it. Plus, we're working toward profitable caution, of course. There are still orders that we have yet to figure out. All right, people can start working on that farm, and we have our. This is probably not actually a two-person job. Once you have the tank full in the first place, it probably only takes one person to keep it full. We're really clear on cysts, actually. So it looks like we're in good shape here, except I have no idea how bad. We would have to get our hostility down quite a ways before we would stop having before we'd stop losing the ability to favor people. There's only so much we can do about that. Plague of Snakes is just -5 global resolve. That really sucks. That's actually like a really bad one right now. I might want to, for the moment, move these guys back to where they're focused on giant trees, because we don't actually want to cut down new trees right now. We may be able to remain at hostility 3 if we're smart about this. Okay, new trader immediately after the storm ends, which is cool. And yeah, unfortunately, I think it is entirely possible that we are just going to lose some folks here. If we put someone to work in the clothier real fast, can I free up? Let's see here. The Blight Post is probably not a thing that needs 2 people right now. And I can replace you with a fox. You could make some coats really quickly. And this is a clearance water building. Maybe we can get some coats distributed and cut off at least some of the damage here. We have active haulers, right? Yeah. We almost have enough tools to start cracking a cache. Well, the coats are getting distributed. Oh, hold on now. Can't have firekeepers leaving. Probably from the farm for the moment. Firekeepers are pretty important to the overall process. And we lost an apothecary, which is annoying because that's the only one. You know, this forager's camp doesn't need to be harpies. I'll tell you what we need is about 15 more people. Alright, so the coats are out there and distributed, and it's just a matter of waiting for people to actually pick them up. There's kind of not a lot we can do about that. The event is complete, which is cool. Treatment. Regular baths, I think, is definitely powerful here, and then also good health, obviously. I think that's a really good service building for us to have pulled, and I really want to build it over here, and we're totally going to do that soon. Like, move this house over to here so it's not blocking the entrance. Yeah, that'll help. That'll help a bunch. Well, it'll help more once we have tea, I suppose. I'm afraid we're going to lose kind of a lot of people on this. So, oh right, only while the hearth is getting corrupted have we lost. I guess we may as well favor foxes here. Once they start actually equipping the coats, things are going to look pretty different, but we do have to wait until that happens. Oh, people cannot be leaving the guild house. The guild house is critical. Okay, so just complete Glade events. That's kind of whatever. Trade routes are faster is definitely interesting. And then 12 parts. Yeah, I think we can do this. Like we're pressing on trade routes pretty much as quickly as we can, and then also we have the amber. I don't love deliver 40 amber. Obviously, I'd prefer to be doing other stuff with it, but yeah, we're still making packs. I think that should be okay. Ugh, this season, the Plague of Snakes thing is really, really cruel. It's like an unbelievably shitty thing to do. Oh, come on. You could have gotten positive in time. You just didn't try. All right. Harpy guild member left again. That's not acceptable. Take somebody from the woodcutters camp, I guess. Like we do need the points of reputation from this to remain intact. Okay, they're starting to wear the coats. But this is brutal. We're getting a shit ton of impatience here. Okay, if we stop favoring now, those two are actually positive. I'm going to cut you from the blight post for real. This needs to stop happening. Okay, we can. I mean, I guess at this point we're just trying to run like a large number of trade routes, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really want to be selling these. I want to be using these for the thing that they're for, but you know what? We really have to complete a very large number of trade routes. Oh, see, now their resolve levels are so high that we even could do the favoring again. I'm going to move you because there were more bushes, and I do want to keep gathering from the berry bushes as long as we can. Yeah, I thought that they weren't going to. I guess I miss. Oh, you know why? You know why they're now above the threshold is because we lost a hostility level. So it sure looked like favoring the foxes wasn't going to matter anymore because it was putting everybody else under the threshold. But that really sucks. That was an incredibly shitty storm. What a time for an additional -5. Additional -5 resolve. Really, really, really cruel. Okay. Every Glade event solved by making a decision marked as loyalty lowers hostility even further. Yep. Anything that lowers hostility we have to take. It's not really optional anymore. Okay, before I even entreat with you, let's, we need a fox house. Let's build a fox house. All right. We also need to put a couple of foxes on this duty, so it's going to take them a minute 19 to crack that. So it's too long to wait. We can't wait for the amber from that before we deal with the trader. We do have 93 sea marrow, it's worth noting, so we can certainly purchase a lot of things. Okay. That's a no-brainer. We for sure want all of your pickled goods. It says we have a lot of planks. I still may buy all the planks, honestly. I'm not going to worry about having the amber on hand for Trade Baron, because by the time these trade routes run, we're gonna generate so much amber between then and now. Do we want any of these effects? I don't really want the plantations. I think we know what we want to do there. Although, a plantation does generate bars, doesn't it? It doesn't generate resin, though, and we do have uses for resin. I do feel like we're getting kind of unlucky with the traders. Not like the traders are not showing up with the goods that we need. There's lots of traders that have like scrolls, for example, and we are just never getting the right people at the right times. It's actually hurting us a lot, I think. So we're going to. I'm thinking planting crops is faster. The problem here is I don't know how much we need this. Like, is 4 people assigned to that farm enough to plant the entire farm during the planting season? Because if so, seed pouch doesn't help. I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it, and we'll make up the difference here in sea marrow, I think, because it is valuable. It's a little bit of a shame to only move 20 points. But we have our trade bonds coming in, or trade routes coming in. They're not very good trade routes, sadly. What makes provision packs? Because we're a little bit light on the stuff, right? I don't know. We can make them out of berries. I don't have everything selected is the problem. Okay. This is probably not, under normal circumstances, a 2-person job, honestly. Tinkerer is probably a 1-person job. This woodcutter's camp is now completely unworked, and the other one only has 2 people on it. Yeah, that was absolutely devastating. An additional -5 to resolve loss. Like, that's so cruel. All right, let's put you back over here. We got stuff that needs to get cut down. And we're back to being positive on resolve. I mean, above the blue line on resolve. It's just a matter of time. I should probably have used the Song of Haste there. Yeah, I'm trying to save it because, like, what if we get one that's worse? Because we did have storms that were worse last time, and that is for sure a thing that is living in my mind. Do we have enough? We don't really have enough people to run this. Global production is 25% faster. It's like pretty good though. Okay. Exclusively things I don't want to sell. All right, we're selling all of these at the minimum levels just to get trade routes completed. But it is wild how it is literally only things that we don't want to sell. Actually, one thing we do need to check on. Okay, we need to make sure that this is still above the threshold for maintaining its level, and then it turns out we can move 2 people out. So that gets us to, once this house is completed, we have housing over here for 14 people. It's just we don't actually have 14 people living in that housing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 12 people. Okay. Yeah, we could really use another group of folks. Honestly, it would be nice to have the convicts. So, opening up a dangerous or forbidden glade is 24 points of hostility. When we open up this one, it will lower our hostility generated from dangerous and forbidden glades by 6 each. And at that point, we will have opened 4 of them. So it will gain us 24 and reduce us by 24 at the same time. And then also reduce our hostility generated from small glades by 3, which is none. We haven't opened any of those. But so this is just, it is hostility neutral to open this glade. And then when we open the one on the other side, it will actually be hostility positive. So we probably should consider getting on that. But then, like, also I'm thinking about the fact that it kind of feels like we don't need to until we get through opening the rest of these caches, right? Okay, what are we still looking for a good way to produce? We don't have scrolls yet. We cannot produce scrolls. We can produce tea, and now we actually have a place that can use it. So, we're producing dyes. We have water, of course. We have containers. It might make sense to put another person on that. So, like, maybe let's... Yeah, let's get that chance to double things up. And we can actually get one of our service needs going now. And we have some tea coming in. Okay. All right. We're in the direction of recovery. How's this going? Because obviously, like, I want this... Obviously, the stuff coming out of here is important, but also I would really like to clear that location so I can use it to build things. This is still a small fishing hut, right? Yeah, unfortunately. All right, so we're continuing to gain. So I think what I'm coming down on here is that we probably want to. We don't have a way to produce boots yet. But the thing is, I hate a single purpose building, you know? Boots are good for the 2 factions that are routinely lowest on approval, but I guess that's going to be less true with the treatment need being met. I want to prioritize scrolls. I hate spending this much amber on this shit instead of, you know, buying things with it, but we need scroll production. It is just the truth. Oh, right. We don't have... Shoot, we didn't have enough people working through the... Damn it. All right, well, keep at it, friends. I just need... I need more bodies. Okay, see, this is great. We can sell huge amounts of this stuff. Yeah, a 65 gold trade route, or 65 amber trade route, is extremely welcome. Okay, we've opened up the area around the hearth pretty significantly here. I'm going to move this out. How are we doing on wood? We actually have some wood in stock for the first time, I think, ever. Let's chop down into this glade, and then we're gonna pull back and focus on large trees. But this is good news. This is a meaningful start. I guess I should probably... It's probably worth running path over to here. Also, where does the path leave off? There we go. That'll take our one loose builder about 100 years to complete, but... Okay, this is an easy one. Got an alchemist's hut, which is not particularly compelling. Probably something we tear down. We have a bunch of these things, and we have the very easy return the child option here, which gets us another point of reputation from the what do you call it? Another point of reputation from a Glade event. So let's free up a fox somewhere else, because I do want to do this as fast as possible. Actually, this woodcutter's camp probably can just be... Well, let me put one of y'all back on and force a delivery. And I think we just have these two started up. There's not really a good reason to delay, right? And I'd love to have this amber before the next time a trader shows up. So the thing is going to be burning combustibles pretty quickly, every 15 seconds. So that's going to happen 12, 14 times over the course of the thing here. That's not so much loss. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I think actually it starts happening when you click the button, not when they actually start the timer. So it's probably more like 15 times. But that is an amount that we can bear. Also, wow, you really did produce a lot of packs of trade goods. We probably don't need 2 people on this, or provisions. I don't need 2 people on that, honestly. Okay, and y'all are just chopping at big trees. This is a little scary. We are definitely higher on the meter here than I would like. Do we have another... We almost have another pack opening. I think let's go ahead and put some people on that too, like as soon as the... Here, replace you. So as soon as the other 2 tools finish, they can just wrap this up. And in fact, yeah, it looks like they're being worked on as we speak. It's a shame this is not a returning the child is not also like a loyalty option, because obviously every little reduction in every little reduction counts. Since we have 2 blueprints stored up here, I'm inclined to just take something that's kind of like not that exciting. Honestly, maybe the temple. Do we have a building that produces copper bars yet? We don't. And we do have some mines. Pie is not very good for us. Skewers are not very good for us. I don't know. I feel like crystallized dew is how we're making our metals, though. We'll just take the temple. Okay, and there we go. 2 buildings that can produce scrolls. This one produces paste as well, and paste is a food that at least one of our species likes. So I think a rain mill is a great pull, and in fact, something that we should build as quickly as possible, because we might want to use it. It is wild how long it took for us to get access to how long it took us to get access to scrolls. It was the thing we were looking for basically since the beginning of the game. Okay. Oh, she decided to unrun. Okay. Discover 2 dangerous or forbidden glades during this storm. If you don't, 3 villagers will be killed. Well, at least the approval levels seem okay. It's not actually that hard for us to do, I think. But it is a thing we have to focus on. I probably can afford to sell some coats. I think I've overdone it a little bit on the coats. How much resin do we have? We have a little bit. You know what? Just run the one resin route just for route finishing. But yeah, we've overdone it on the coats. And this is not a bad price for them. I'm going to go back to the clothier and specify probably we don't need more than, like, you know, some number. That seems like a fine value. You can probably take it easy on the coats. Okay. Yeah, so if we're going to chop into 2 big glades during this season, I don't really want to just allow 3 deaths, but I'm definitely thinking about it. Because cutting into 2 big glades is going to push us up another hostility level. Well, alright, we don't really... I think it'll be okay. So, I think the plan for that would be... over here... We definitely want one of them to be a forbidden glade, right? So let's see, there's a forbidden glade up there. That's pretty annoying to get to. That's way out there. I'm also thinking about the final stage of the seal. I think what we're going to do is pull this down here. We're going to chop into this small glade. And then from there through here, I think that's the only chance we have of getting it done fast enough. And I'm going to put you 2 to work over here. I don't know. It does not feel to me like we are... This might be a bad idea to even attempt, honestly. I don't know. Okay, I think I feel comfortable letting you guys go now. And you know what? We don't need to have them run the goods back. The haulers. A hauler will run the goods back. For right now, I'll just tuck this over here so it's out of the way. Okay, so what do we got? A cache, stormwater geyser. That's pretty fun. Medium abandoned cache, some more broodmother stuff. The first clay node that we've seen on this run, which is definitely interesting. And then this thing, which also does not have a loyalty option. And there are other problems with it. It's actually kind of a huge pain in the ass to resolve for us. Okay, we pushed up that hostility level, and it didn't actually break anything. We're not in terrible shape. I think we can get through this on like 2 tree cuts if we're careful. Okay, when they get through to this, this is actually going to pull our hostility level back down, I believe. So that should help a little bit with some things. Okay with losing some of these. Oh, guys, come on. Really bad time to be doing a delivery. Please let the haulers do that. It is so annoying that there's no like button for please let the haulers do that. Oh no, the hearth is being corrupted. We didn't have enough, right. I didn't have anybody focused on that, so we actually are probably going to lose a fox because of this. Okay, mushroom mode is begin. Yeah, that's annoying. And we're not even going to get the we're not even going to get the payment done because my guys decided to stop cutting trees at the worst possible moment. Please, 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 please open it. Open it. How is that not open? Okay. All right. With 4 seconds left. But for real, that was open. Okay. You have finished that. There are other large nodes to be had. We just found some. But I'm actually going to focus on these smaller insect nodes for a moment here just to try to dig these out so that we can make better things happen. Okay, and we have a hungry mistworm who we can easily chase away. This is no problem at all. Ooh, okay. Let's bring in a large number of people and stuff to make fabric from. And also... Nope, you. Okay. Hey, look, it's a person who has some useful stuff. And also, we have so much amber. So, I think we want to buy all of your scrolls, for sure. I wish you had tea. I probably want to buy all of your tools, though. I think I do want to buy minus 50 points. I think I do want to buy tea efficiency. Then we put this on the table. And we have to make up quite a distance if we want all of this stuff. I probably can't get there. But it's okay. We don't have to take all of it. I'm willing to adjust downward the number of tools. And I'll give you like a pack and 1 sea marrow, 1 coat. Yeah, there we go. All right, so at this point, we're getting 4 gain from the guild's welfare, and we still have stuff coming in as well. Oh, I didn't even realize the 25 amber trade had not landed yet. Interesting. Am I just going to sell almost all this back immediately? Yes, I think so. So in a second here, we're actually going to be able to buy more stuff from her. And then with that done, let's open up this one. And that'll be the 3rd cache for Heart of the Forest. And we are definitely above 5 points of reputation from Glade events. So the 2nd phase will be instant. Which is good. Okay. Slower impatience every time you finish a trade route. It's pretty great. Yeah, we're running trade routes constantly. That will help run that off. You are a pantry. Porridge, pie, and luxury goods. We don't currently have the ability to produce packs of luxury goods, although I guess actually we've seen all the orders we'll ever need. We know we don't even want them. So, okay. Yeah, not a big deal then. I never built a temple. I don't know if I will build a temple. That's the thing to consider for later. We also are short a house. Okay. I think overall things are going really well. All right, so that large amount of amber came in. Let's buy some more tools. Turns out we can buy the rest of it. So here's 37 amber for the rest of your tools, friend. Do I want anything else? We're almost out of efficient fuel. Or we could buy boots. Or we could buy coats. Or we could buy boots and some fuel. What can I put on here that's worth 0.24? I mean, some stuff that I value at much higher than 0.24. I guess I could do... We can put a pack of provisions on. And also take something, right? What's... Nope. Sorry, hand twitches. I don't think she actually values anything low enough. She values a single wine low enough. Well, you know what? Give it to me then. All right. Once again, upgrading the payout. And we're only 20 amber value off of getting another point of reputation or another point of resolve from it. I really, really, really like that that services building in particular. It is fantastic. All right, we just pulled our last blueprint point, and at this point, I'm not sure what I would want. You know, market carts is not... That's not bad. That might be it. Or it might be take the plantation and use that for the rest of our fields, because berries produce dew anyway. I'm trying to think. Beyond the... Actually, I'm going to do that. That probably seems like a little bit of a weird play, but I think it makes sense. Okay, to cover up a little bit of ground. Oh, right, I forgot about this. Well, I mean, I guess we got to do calm spirits, right? I could just produce the planks to make robbing the dead work. The stuff they have is valuable, and we don't actually have a lot of amber right now. Yeah, all right. Cut planks up to 30, please. Let me give you a hand here. I think that's the plan. And then we probably won't actually get to work these farms this season. Oh, I forgot about our big resin farm. It's tough. Once again, we are like out of people. So let's unequip all of y'all. We'll just move all of them back over to this thing, because we are going to need more wood. We're going to need to put somebody on the blade post before the end of... before the next storm. But it's not a right now kind of concern. Okay. And I know, we're like super far into this and we still haven't completed the first part of the seal, but we're working on it. Are we low on food, really? How? Don't we have things producing food all over? Okay. All right. Love to eat dye. That's actually kind of a problem. Where the hell's my beanery? Never built it. Well, that'll answer one of my questions. You know what I'm doing here is I'm creating a lot of additional... I mean, obviously the farms will help with this, right? But I'm creating a lot of additional strain on our supply of planks. Okay, well, the buried riches thing is not too concerning. All right, they're finally actually working on the cache. Yeah, I don't have people for that one. That said, it should still have its farm fields. Yeah, I know. Okay, so. Heart of the Forest. Boom. Blood of the Stag and Mortal Blood are both... Yeah, wow, Mortal Blood's really, really wrapped. Go ahead and take that Mortal Blood, I suppose. Alright. The Crystal Feathers requires a delivery of 80 Amber. Queen's Feathers, we are crushing it on the service needs, and we do not have complex need, the complex food needs. That's a big issue. Gain mushrooms for grain. None of these really do anything for us. Trade routes are worth more amber. Do I think I'm going to run 10 more trade routes before we finish the game? Well, this affects scales along with the quantity of goods exported. I was kind of thinking, like, is it better to just decline? But it's probably better to take the trade negotiations. And then, you know, we could lose another bunch of hostility, I suppose. That's not even worth doing. Right? Because at this point, we're not... Well, that is a lot of trade value, actually, 12 parts. We're going to get this when we finish the Glade event in our current Glade. That'll be some trade value as well. The metal feathers we're actually not that far off of. And I've never done this via metal feathers before, but maybe that ends up making the most sense, actually. Okay, we are unfortunately really short on the stuff we need for these. We are gathering mushrooms actively. Yeah, that's not great. We do need to make this work because we do need to just generate a large amount of food very quickly. And so mushrooms in water makes a lot of porridge. And only the foxes get advanced food needs from the porridge, but it is still food. I'm going to uncheck the crystallized dew. Whoever we have assigned to this should really only be working on that thing. Speaking of where's our crystallized dew coming from again? Oh, we're not building it anywhere, is the actual answer to that question. All right, well. I need to find a couple of people to work on this. I think we may rebalance our needs a little bit here. So you are producing planks, and we have to just let that happen. How much amber do we have on us right now? Okay, it's still 0. We have a trade route. No, we don't have any trade routes running. So, for the moment, the only penalty here really is the point of impatience. Like, we could let this slide once, and it would not be a big deal. Yeah, the teardown results here are actually really good, too. Okay. We'll just let that happen. Let me put this on where the advanced goods show up. What do we get for this? Trade stuff. Yeah, all right. and a design for a building that produces scrolls, which I totally forgot about. There's a lot to keep in your head when you're doing these. I'm going to move this over to here where it has some more big trees to chop on. Okay, that's the 30. So I'm going to reduce this back to like 8. This will be fine. Let's get 2 people on this and run it. Oh wait, are we taking... We are taking some. I thought we didn't have a lot of amber. Did we gain amber between then and now? Okay, no, we totally have 36 amber. I've never rushed a trader before. Yeah, let's spend half a point to rush this trader in before the storm. Because I don't want to deal with that effect during the storm. But we will get rid of all of our amber to this trader. And you can just sell me food, ideally. Yeah, is this is the only overlap food, right? Yeah, okay. And then the people that it's overlapping on, we should buy food for the other person. So some jerky or some paste would be lovely. The jerky is slightly cheaper. Then we're going to go through it pretty fast. Do I have other stuff here that I would want to sell? Because, you know, offloading things that are worth money is still good. Do you have... Okay, he has 5... We should buy 5 pipes as well. To finish that off. And then we just have to make our tools from there, which is a little awkward. I wish he had, like, stuff for that. We probably shouldn't buy anything else. I suppose, like, it's never wrong to buy some fuel. Not all of it. But maybe I should just buy more food, honestly. It's 0.31. This is the cheapest additional food. Yeah. We'll just fill up the rest of this with food. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So that gets rid of that negative resolve effect. It did put us over another point of guild's welfare bonuses. That's very, very cool. And yeah, okay. Now keep in mind, we do also have this. We can break open caches to... yeah, we can break open caches to lower hostility, and some of them have pretty good stuff in them, and we can break them open with training gear, which we have an effectively infinite amount of. So I do think, like, this seems like a great one to crack open if we have some extra people. Although I'm not sure that we do. Yeah, for the moment, maybe we should just take it easy. I believe they never contain tools, is that right? Some of them have a lot of food in them. Oh, this is such a run. Sorry, y'all. I can't really do much about that. Alright, so we may have acquired enough food to push us over on Queen's Feathers, but we're also prepping for Metal Feathers in case that's not true. Okay, Plague of Fire is bad. Plague of Fire is bad news. Come on, Queen's Feathers, you're so close. You're so close. The complex food needs went over, and then the service needs dropped. Why? It's fine. We can do Metal Feathers. It's fine. Yeah, that's That's really annoying. I wish these would check off when they're met. Okay. Metal feathers, certainly never a thing we've done in the past. Okay, and then we just have to do Forbidden Essence. 2 Forbidden Glade events with no more than 1,200 seconds between them. It is the only essence that is even remotely possible most of the time. Traders arrive quicker. I guess that's the only one of these that does anything. Or a decline, maybe? We're high enough on resolve that the decline's not going to... it's going to lower our resolve because of the thing, but it's not going to break us. Okay, so... if we want to kill 2 Forbidden Glade events, we are going to have to cut into the forest way up there, it looks like. I guess we're pretty close to one over here, but we have to get close to another one too. This is the path. Actually, maybe it's better to just go through this glade. No, it definitely is. Look at the size of that. Ridiculous. So let me move some of these houses around now that we've got all this extra space. Actually, that's exactly where we want to cut. Oh, there's still nobody in the damn blight post. Yeah, like we totally have fire, we just aren't using it. Well, hopefully that doesn't corrupt out. Fortunately, it is highly resilient. We did manage to get it to level 3. Okay, so which event is this? A burn down. Pretty not ideal, honestly. Actually, the report's probably doable. Yeah, report's probably doable. Okay, so I do need... we do need some packs. We're gonna need like a whole lot of these. So I guess I'm gonna put 2 people on it. Also, we found a haunted smelter. That's fun. Actually, tearing down the haunted smelter. Oh, sorry. This is also a burn down. Spend oil. You got to spend oil to gain oil in today's economy. And then that's not even the Forbidden Glade. We just had to get through that to get to the Forbidden Glade. And honestly, we don't have to resolve this if we don't want to. Like, the only actually important thing is that we get into the 2 Forbidden Glades. Where did I leave that other... here it is. Is this actually faster than... cutting through to the other one? Probably not. Probably not. Because this isn't actually that many trees. I should probably, like, have some people working in this. Well, let's let the storm end. Okay. So do all that stuff. Probably have a trader coming relatively soon. I don't know that any of these are very good. I suppose Fungal Guide is, you know, we're currently gathering mushrooms. These are all kind of, I'm just going to decline, actually. So we have managed to gain a whole bunch of amber. We're pretty close to the provisions. Yeah, I might just do this to get this out of the way without spending resources that I don't really want to spend on that. Yeah, I'm going to just assign 2 foxes to it. It'll get done, right? Go ahead and report it so it doesn't fuck everything up. Hey, it's a new trader. Neat. What do you have? Do you have fun stuff? You have 1 additional cornerstone reroll charge. Scouts work faster on Glade events. Hostility is reduced every time villagers die. That's cute. Honestly, like, give me your scrolls. People are doing pretty good on coats. We don't really have boots. I could use some combustibles. Ah, but I think this amber is the amber for the... Hold on. I wish I could, like, tab this down without closing it. Yeah, hold on. I don't want to do anything until they finish delivering the amber for this. So that I know that we're not... Well, I guess they're holding the rest of it now. Okay, there we go. No gathering nodes near Forager's Camp. Okay. Alright, now I know what we actually have to play with. So again, I think this is the stuff that's most important. We are completely out of wood. Okay, can I make this work? We need to generate 25 points of trade value with very limited access to amber. I think the answer is maybe yes. That's 1,350 or 13 and a half points of amber worth of food right there. Am I just immediately going to starve and be miserable? Maybe, I don't know. The important thing is service needs and dry feet. I think that goes a long way toward keeping people happy, personally, in my experience. We're actually almost pushing this this resolve thing. It's like real close. If we had the opportunity to buy some biscuits, do you have biscuits? You don't. Yeah, if we bought a bunch of biscuits, we have... The guild house has the luxury need. You don't have a bunch of wine, do you? No, you don't. When's the next trader coming in over here? Metal, fuel, tools. He probably won't have the right kind of stuff. Yeah, but it's remarkable how almost that is. Unfortunately, yeah, this will ruin it. Because it'll put the foxes under. And it won't even actually push the beavers high enough. That resolve one that's really hard. Okay, the Trapper's Camp has plenty of good stuff to gather. We'll leave you here for the moment. Once again, just before breaching into any important glade, it is important to stop everything you're doing and deliver all of your goods back home. Oh man, we're flirting right around the edge of it. Oh, you know, we don't even have all of our housing up. Give me 2 fox houses real quick. And at this point, every forbidden glade that we... That's a giant tree, damn it. Is that the problem over here too? Did I route you through massive trees? No? You just aren't doing your job. Okay. That's fun. There we go. They're trying a little bit now. With the fox housing resolved, I actually wonder if we will have enough. I wonder if we'll have enough happiness to resolve things that way. But of course, supplies of boots and whatever are running out now. Are you going to come before the storm? You are. Okay. Wow, they sure are just delivering in... They both ran full deliveries. And then each of them started chopping trees for like 4 seconds and then ran another full delivery. Where did you get the stuff to deliver? What are you doing? Alright, we don't really know what we want from Old Farluff yet. With these glades were supposed to be open by the time that happened. I guess let's hope that they will still get the job done. Very important to leave that last tree standing. Okay. Here we go. I need 2 more tools. Or I need like a crazy amount of food. So 2 more tools it is. Hostility's gonna jump. That's, you know, it is what it is. Do you have tools? You have tools. How much time do we have left on you? 40 seconds? Okay. So we need tools and we need like a heck of a lot of one of these things. Yeah, the infected drainage mole is very angry. Well, you don't have any tea, that's for damn sure. Salt? Salt was on the list, right? Yeah, but 60 of it. Which he, of course, does not have. Well, man, what fucking good are you? Incense, algae. I mean, in theory, 45T is not a thing that we can't produce, right? Am I currently making tools? I'm currently gathering the resources to make tools. So we don't need to buy tools from him. The tools are solid. Although we probably want to wait until after the storm. Alright, do we see a, so this has 40 incense in it. But of course you need 45. This might be just like a break caches open until we find the right stuff kind of situation. Because again, we do have an awful lot of tools. That's 50 herbs. Yeah. Okay. So I need somebody to come out here and crack this. And then we need to go through every one of our buildings. Consumption control doesn't let me just like say, hey, don't use this in anything, right? No, it doesn't. So we need to go through every one of our production buildings and make sure nothing is consuming herbs because we're very, very close to the number. For this, yeah, for example, let's just unequip people from this building and send home the herbs. I know herbs are potentially used in tea. So our tea making building, I'll leave the tea making building running, but we will take the herbs off of the menu there. The beanery, I think the beanery can use herbs, right? Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, I think that's all of them. I think we're good. Okay. So what happens while we're healing you? All dormant cysts activate and start to corrupt. And each cyst increases hostility. Youch. Okay. So 2 things we don't want to make any movement on until the storm ends. And I bought the combustibles to keep us going through the storm. These are not production yields, right? I think we're good on the materials. I wish there was a way to move the materials out to places and not actually start the event timer. But we are not given that level of control. I do think I'm gonna unassign all of the woodcutters, not because of a fear of, for the obvious reason. Unassign our woodcutters so they don't accidentally push us up a level by pissing off the trees. Get a couple of these stored up. I mean, we don't have the wood for as many as I have indicated there, but that's fine. See, our herbs are disappearing. We had 30 something. Now we have fewer, and I'm not sure what's up with that. We definitely don't want to hit that button. Yeah, there's not a system here that lets me, like, hold on. What if I type herb into this? Okay. Well, see, now that's interesting. Because that's not correct, right? You would think that that would show everything that has herbs in its wheels and stuff. We don't have a field kitchen. Because I really need to not lose a bunch of herbs. Yeah, it just doesn't show in the panel. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on the number and pray it doesn't go any lower, I guess. I think we're okay. It is really shitty that people run this stuff in order. Okay, so without the storm, we can afford to change out this fox for a harpy, probably. Sure, whatever. Right, and that will help, certainly. Trade routes are faster. None of this stuff's interesting. Alright, yep, everybody's got better carrying capacity now. I'm assuming that that's non-stacking. At this point, we could afford to have people raise the hostility level. I just need to not run out of wood. So y'all do your thing. So I don't know, for that purpose, maybe it is important to leave one beaver. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so they're running stuff out to here. I wish that they could just go to the cache and grab the stuff directly. Alright, that's getting worked on. Do we have, we do have some copper ore. So, I can make reinforced roads. I can make the go fast road. Unfortunately, I don't have a good sense of how many spaces that was. We have a couple of build. They're not going to build that fast enough for it to matter, most likely. But like this part of the road is going to be used by both halves of that travel, is all I'm thinking. Do I need to? I might want to have the foxes bust open. I think this got some fuel in it because I'm a little worried about how our fuel levels are going. We saw a cache with some fuel in it around here somewhere. Yeah.
Nobody downloading.
Okay, none of y'all want to bring fuel. That's not fuel. None of this stuff is fuel. All right, well, we'll just have to rely on the woodcutters to do their thing. Okay, the herbs are starting to get run back now. What does this guy do if you don't meet his timer? He kills everything in the universe. Okay, cool. Getting a little tight there. Little tight there. Friends, where's the trader? Okay. I mean, it probably won't matter. I'm a little concerned that we are not going to get to do this. Like, he's not close to anything that matters. My concern is that he will destroy himself as he is an event. Why are we bringing 15 and not 16? Why? Why did they do that? They have the ability to carry 10 each. Okay, so this is very bad. This is like really, really bad. What can we do? What can we do? This speeds... Yeah, okay, so we can try to collect... We can get some sea marrow. Where's the other... We don't have sea marrow as a reward from anything, do we? No. Do we have sea marrow as a cached resource anywhere? No. No, this one, we're gathering oil from this one, which is fine. This trader does not bring... I don't think this trader has sea marrow, because it doesn't say fuel, but maybe we'll get lucky. But what I'm thinking is we try to gather some fuel. Okay, that's there. Let's bring this down here. You can also help chop stuff really fast, because we're going to need to accelerate the work rate. Okay, they're finally bringing the last one, which they made sure to do separately. That's such an annoying thing. Okay, so now they have to make this... They have to make this so much faster. What did it say? It accelerates it by 25%? That's not good enough, right? Even if we had that running the whole time... 330 is 210 seconds, a quarter of which is only 52 seconds. So if we pulled 52 seconds off of that, it would still be 230. So yeah, I don't think it would be fast enough, even if we could burn sea marrow the whole time, and I don't think we can. So there's a chance that he will not destroy himself. However, if he does, I think we need to get through to this glade for safety. So you know what, and I don't think this is gonna matter much. Okay. Sother, yeah, he doesn't have the stuff. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're doing really well on happiness over here. Is there a way that I could push? That's really awkward. So we need to push the beavers up. Education's not being met right now. So we go beavers up. We can't improve the harpies. So I can't favor the beavers because they would drop the harpies too low. And I can't improve the harpies. But this should work. Also, you know what? Minus 15 storm. Yeah, reduce fuel consumption as well. That's all good. That's all just good stuff. So let's buy all these scrolls. We might be able to get the beavers to just push over and win this on fire essence, which is another thing we've never done before. Maybe. I'll be so glad when we are out of this one, because this has been very stressful. Okay, we finally finished all of those big nodes. I guess we can just move the herbalist camp over to here. Not that it's likely to matter at this point. All right, who wants to watch this mole throw a temper tantrum? Oh, the beavers are pushing. They're pushing. 34 is not good. 35, that's what we need. Okay, well, I should probably just cash. Oh, we had to hold it for 5 minutes? Holy crow. That feels mighty unrealistic. Right? What the fuck is that? That's cool. We're just gonna cut through. We're gonna do the event that's in here. Good news. We get to watch the mole blow everything up. It's pretty cool. I haven't ever seen this before. I hope there's a sick animation. Okay. He did not, in fact, destroy himself, so we can just assign 2 people to him and get it going. I don't know if Fire Essence saves progress. Like if we were to get all their values back up, would it start from like 330 or whatever, or if it would start the timer over again? But the important part is it doesn't matter because the drainage mole was, at the very least, able to preserve himself enough that we get our forbidden essence and we get to go home. I thought for a second there that was going to go sideways in the worst possible way at the last moment because one fox decided to run 5 herbs instead of 10 herbs. Just absolutely terrible stuff. Welcome to level 18. That's a new trader? Okay, cool. Advanced rain collectors. Handy. And some new cornerstones. We'll talk about if we ever acquire them. Whew. All right. That is the I don't know what you call the fourth from the last. Anti-penultimate seal. But we're doing it. We got it. So, we got 5 more levels of prestige to climb before we even think about the next one. But at least it's, progress. The way toward progress is open to us. Let's take a quick look at our upgrades before we call it for the moment. We have earned Okay, access to another cornerstone. 14 reputation points through resolve in a single game. Interesting. Global resolve is increased by 5. Chance of village. Okay, but everybody eats a lot more. Yeah, I can see that. There are some times when that would be really good. And a decorated belt made from drainage mole leather, which feels very inappropriate, given what just happened. Okay, so I was trying to push up this this tree here because farm range increase seems pretty good, but unfortunately we got a little bit of a stopping block. I need more artifacts. We do have a very large amount of food, and I'm reluctant to spend anything other than food. I guess we could spend a little bit of machinery. We need to maintain 24. Well, and there's more machinery spend there. So let's just spend some. What is left that we can buy with just food? Okay, I mean, like the big bonuses here are not meaningful, but little tiny incremental improvements to like the speed of impatience and the speed the traders show up and stuff. It adds up. It could matter. Whew. Okay. That was a nightmare. That was an actual factual nightmare. Where are we going next? That's a platinum seal. Aha. The cobalt seal. Of which, is there actually only one? Or was I not out far enough? No, there was one over here. Okay. That doesn't look like a terrible path. That's not bad either. There's a fair number of question marks. I don't know. I don't have to decide this right now. What am I doing? What I'm going to do is end the episode. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we begin our long walk up to Prestige 10. And we'll see you then.